Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you are here for the first time, my name is Bre Jahmella and I welcome you. If you're already a subscriber, guys, welcome back. I hope you guys had a great and productive week. As you can see from today's title, I'm going to give you 6 tips that I learned when moving to Georgia, okay? And I feel like everyone should know these tips because at the end of the day, you don't want to be caught slipping because I didn't have anyone to tell me these things, unfortunately. But I'm not going to do that to y'all. I'm going to put y'all on, because you know I got y'all. And that's on period. But we're going to get right into this video. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and you comment on anything that you feel anyone else should know about these topics, especially when moving out of the state, okay? So please drop your comments and let me know what's your thoughts on this video, okay? So let's get straight into this video. As I said before, I'm going to be giving you guys 6 things that I feel like you should know, especially if you're moving out of state. Like, I just feel like they're very important to know. So I've had everything written down. I've started writing down all the topics that I want to talk to you guys about and just really dissecting them so I don't miss any points, all right? Let's get into it. The first topic will be becoming mentally prepared to move. Like, if you're moving out of state, I think that's the #1 rule. Be prepared. Like, whether you're living with someone or whether you're doing it on your own, be prepared. Because at the end of the day, it's a different change. Like, you're gonna be in a new environment, a new place, a new setting, a new everything. Like, for me, one of my biggest things here was driving. Like, I don't like driving as a whole, so that didn't even help. But not being comfortable driving somewhere where you live now, like, that was just, and don't get me wrong, I'm still learning Georgia roads. Like, I personally don't like them, teach his own, but I'm from New York. Everything was more simple to me when it looks like signs. But what I can say, the highway is the same as it is in New York. It's not no different. But the streets are definitely different to me. Being on hills and all that kind of stuff, like, it's definitely different. So it's something that I had to get used to a lot. Being alone, like, I'm a loner as a whole, so that didn't really matter to me. But being alone, like, not having nobody to really talk to, you get what I'm trying to say? Because I'm used to always being with my sister, stuff like that. So it was just really weird not even having that. So be prepared mentally, like, prepare yourself. For me, it wasn't that bad as I thought it would be, because I love my peace and quiet. I love my tranquility. Like, I love to be alone. So that wasn't really a big thing, but I did have my moments when I first came down here that I'm just like, yeah, it's quiet, So that was like a really big thing for me. So I just say, just be prepared physically, be prepared mentally, be prepared emotionally, get yourself together that you're doing this and you're doing what's best for you. If you feel like moving out of the state is best for you, and it doesn't matter what state you're moving to, I just feel like that's just something you need to know, whether you're even moving out of a state or you're moving out of your family's home. Just be prepared that everything at this point is on you, and you got to do what you got to do to make it happen. Okay, so you got to boss up and be that boss female or boss male and do what you got to do. Okay, so just make sure that is something that you guys have on lock and key, because this is definitely important. Now, tip #2, I would say car. So for me, child, I wish I knew this, but I had to do my investigation, and it's something that I feel like you guys need to know as well. So if you're registering your car in whatever state it is, 9 times out of 10 you have to pay a tax on your car, especially if you did not buy that car there, okay? So like for me, my car was bought in New York City. So I paid New York City taxes on that car to begin with. Let's talk about that. And I had to come to Georgia and pay taxes on it again. So that just blew my mind. But that seems like here nor there. But now here's the real tea. So it's called the TAVT tax. I think that's what it's called as a whole. I don't know if it's different for each state, but I know in Georgia it's called the TAVT tax. I'm gonna just put that on the screen somewhere here. But that tax is based on the year of your car. You can only imagine what that means, right? Well, let me break it down for you a little bit. That basically means, like, for myself, I have a 2019 vehicle, okay? I bought it in 2019. Now, because I bought it so early, well, not say early, so new, the tax on that car in Georgia, let's just say I had to put out bread to get it. It wasn't no cute little $100, $200 like some people's car. I had to put out a couple $100s. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was actually couldn't believe that I had to put all that money out, right? Now, when you're getting like titles and those kind of those stuff are cheap. Like, it was cute to get that, like $25, $30, stuff like that. That was light work. But the TAVT tax, if you're not ready, like, that's something you need to check online. You could go on, I believe, the DMVs, no matter what state you're moving to, and it will tell you an approximate of what you have to pay. So just be prepared to pay what they say on the website, or add a little bit more just to be safe, okay? Like, for me, it was a little bit less than what they said that I had to pay on the website, all right? So please be prepared. That is something that I didn't even know I had to do. Like, you know, like, that was a curveball for me, you know, like one other obstacle. And I'm just trying to help you guys out so y'all don't have to deal with the same BS I dealt with, because, child, that was not it, okay? Like, it was to move burnt assist pockets. Believe that, it burned my pockets. So, and I'm gonna be really honest with y'all, be prepared. Like, moving is not no joke. Like, it's not no, oh yeah, I'm moving, you know, he, ha, ha. As my sister would be like, you know, like, it's serious. Like, it takes a toll on you, you know, if you are not prepared the right way, okay? Now, all right, so topic number 3 would be check out all your options before moving. And I would say this, I'm gearing this more towards people who are moving to Georgia, only because, like, Georgia has so much places to live that you can literally get the life of the city, but at the same time still have the life of the suburbs. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, I don't live directly in Atlanta. I was not living in Atlanta due to all of the things I've heard about crime and all of these things. It was just not happening. But I want to be close enough that, you know, if I want to pop out, I could pop out, you know what I mean? So, like, I tried to make sure that where I lived would be definitely close enough to the city, but far enough that I would have that suburb feel. Because at the end of the day, I do really want to stay in Georgia or whatever, and I want to experience all that Georgia has to offer, not only just ATL, you know what I mean? And I feel like people close off ATL as the only place you could really live in Georgia, which it's like so big. Like, you could live anywhere and literally be right next to the city, or be close enough that you could just drive. Because keep in mind, you gotta drive anywhere anyway. So, you know, it's not like you could go outside and you go into the corner store. Like, that's not happening. So with that being said, just keep in mind, like, that is super important, and try your best to just, you know, like, just try your best to choose your options. Like, I feel like that was something that I had to put on the list, because a lot of people do not just, you know, try to figure out where they want to go. Like, look at Georgia, visit Georgia, spend a week, spend 2 weeks, and just go to different counties and see what you like, you know? That's, like, super important. Like, I feel like that's super important. But, you know, teach his own. Some people really don't care. They just want to live in Atlanta to say they live in Atlanta. Teach his own, right? All right, so all my people renting apartments, this tip is for you. Tip number 4, okay? Guys, check out the apartment complexes during the day and during the night. That is super important. Like, what an apartment complex looks like in the day compared to the night, child. Let's just say you need to make sure you know where you about to lay your head. And that's on period, okay? You need to know where you about to lay your head. Because I've seen some things, even just visiting, you know? So I would recommend, make sure where you about to live is quiet. Make sure you, like, you know, if you can afford it, find a gated community, a community with a security guard, because child, I got both. I was not playing, okay? I don't play by my safety. Safety is important, especially if 1, you're living by yourself, or 2, even if you live with somebody, safety is important. Like, you're not even trying to be on no mess like that where something happened to you because you didn't do your due diligence or you didn't do your research. That's a no-go, okay? So guys, please make sure you check out these apartment complexes during the day and during the night, okay? It's important. Your safety to me is important, okay? You know I got y'all. Like, I don't want nothing to happen to y'all. I love y'all so much, and like, y'all support me, and I'm trying to make sure y'all are good in always shape or form, okay? So please guys, make sure you check out these apartment complexes before you just move in. Make sure you see what's around. Like, check what's around. Do you live around a Target, a Walmart? Like, what you got? Like, you know, like, especially depending on the rent. Like, if your rent is a certain amount of money, are you getting everything you could possibly get for that price? You know what I mean? Like, be smart when you are checking out these apartment complexes. If you're getting an apartment complex, like you're living in an apartment, please check it out. Homeowners, it really ain't no different. Check out the neighborhood you about to, you know, lay your head in, okay? It is very important. Cannot stress that enough. Now, renter's insurance. Tip number 5. Child, I didn't even know. I knew about renter's insurance, but I thought it was only on like houses. Like, I didn't even know you had to really do that, like, on an apartment. But you gotta do that in Georgia. You gotta put renter's insurance on your apartment. Now, some apartment complexes will give you a fee where you could do it. They will do it for you, but they only cover the apartment. They don't cover your stuff. So my apartment complex doesn't cover your stuff. They cover your apartment, which I wasn't having because I'm like, I'm about to deck this whole apartment out, and y'all gonna tell me if somebody, God forbid, breaks in here, knock on wood, because you know I don't play that. But if somebody breaks in here, you're going to tell me that if somebody steals something, that's a no for me. That's a total no for me. So I got my own renter's insurance. It wasn't a lot of bread. I believe it was like $36, and you just paid every month or whatever. And for certain places, I don't know about, like, you know, depending on the state you're living in, but in Georgia, you can't even move into your apartment until your renter's insurance is on. Like, if it's not on, you cannot move in. Like, they need proof that it's on, okay? They need proof that your lights is on. They need proof that your gas is on. Some apartments, they'll let you move in before. Like, you know, you could turn everything on once you get inside, but my apartment complex was like, yes, sis, no. Everything needs to be on before you even get here. So, like, for me, my renter's insurance, my light, my gas, everything was on, like, I think 2 or 3 days before I even got here, because I had no choice. But that's neither here nor there, guys. Make sure that you look into renter's insurance and make sure that your renter's insurance covers your personal property as well. God forbid something happened, okay? You don't only want to cover your apartment or cover your home. You want to make sure your stuff is covered as well, because at the end of the day, like, you pay for that. That's your stuff, you know, whether it's personal stuff or it's furniture, you pay for that, you know? So you don't want that. So make sure you guys check that out and make sure that is squared away, okay? Also, check for a company named Jetty. See if you're moving to an apartment complex, see if they do this thing called Jetty. So Jetty basically is like a way you could pay for your deposit on your apartment, but it'll be way cheaper than what they're asking for, okay? So, like, you know, for me personally, I was moving to a brand new apartment, and the deposit was super small, so it was decent. It was decent, but I didn't want to pay that. I'm being realistic. I didn't want to pay that. And my apartment complex offers something called Jetty. So basically what it is basically a company that will make you pay a lower deposit, but when you move out, you don't get deposit back. So for me, I didn't care about getting deposit back because it wasn't a large deposit to begin with. You know what I mean? So I end up paying a smaller fee, and I just don't get a deposit back when I move out. It depends on you and, you know, your situation. If you need a deposit when you're moving out, I personally just know I wouldn't need it. So I'm just like, yeah, we could keep it pushing. You hear what I'm trying to say? But check out if your apartment complex has any type of offers where they allow you to pay a smaller move-in deposit. You know what I mean? Like, for me, that was something that I didn't even care about, but to know that I could save money, y'all know I'm on a team save money, right? Y'all know I'm not about to just spend money just because, and I don't have to. So I was on some, like, listen, this is burning my pockets to begin with to move, so we're taking the easy way out, all right? So check out a company named Jetty. Make sure that your apartment complexes works with Jetty, or you can ask them, do they work with any other company that does anything of that nature? Because Georgia be having the hookups, you know, and I like that. You having the hookups, so, you know, you can get a bang for your buck, if that makes sense. Okay guys, so this is the last tip. Tip number 6. Traffic is what they say it is. Guys, stop thinking that people in Georgia are telling you a lie. They're not lying. In the beginning, I really thought that people was like really dragging it. They are not. Georgia traffic is exactly what they say it is. It's crap. Like, it's really bad. Like, I can only imagine what it was like when people were still going to work. Child, I can only imagine what it was like when people were still going to work. Remember, people are not really going to work now because a lot of people work from home. Imagine what, I don't even talk about it. But I feel like that's something, guys, people should know. Georgia traffic is exactly what they say it is. Like, that's on period. Don't let nobody make you feel like, oh, they're just dragging it. Child, I was in traffic and my legs started to cramp up. That I literally parked the car. I literally parked the car and just sat there in traffic. Because my foot kept cramping up because I kept going back and forth. Yeah, that was a no for me. So I'm just like, if I don't really have to really drive or like really going away, I'm not going. Because traffic was, I can only imagine when like COVID like lifts in some type of way and people are really popping out. I'm just like, yeah, traffic is what they say it is, guys. So please, please, please be prepared for that because people are not lying. And guys, those are the only tips that I have for you. I really do hope that those tips helped you guys, and I really do hope that, you know, it helps you whether you're moving to Georgia or you're moving to a different state or you're just moving out, y'all. But please make sure that you take these tips into consideration when you are moving or you're trying to move, whatever the case may be. Other than that, please drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything that I told you today that you actually didn't even know about. Did I put you on game? Did I give you some tea? Like, you know, let me know if this video definitely helped with certain things that you need to know when it came to moving, okay? Other than that, guys, if you haven't already, please make sure that you like, you subscribe, you comment, and you share. You turn on your bell notifications so you know when I drop a new video, guys. Thank you so much for coming to my channel today. I hope you love the content that I'm about to bring forth. But you guys have a wonderful week. And I thank you guys for all your support, and see you next time.